There are more than 800 public health patients on waiting lists for heart surgery in Ireland, many of them in a critical condition. At present, the cardiac surgical unit in the Mater Hospital in Dublin is full, with 4 surgeons trying to clear the waiting list. The Department of Health will expand it after Christmas, but Fine Gael's Ivan Yates says that may be too late. And the director of the cardiac surgical unit is on record as saying the present situation is disgraceful. This is the home of Mrs. Catherine Chundy. She lives just outside Mullingar in County Westmeath, and she's been on the hospital waiting list for cardiac care for over a year. She needs 2 valves in her heart, and there's no guarantee when she will be operated on.
I can't do my own housework. I can't do my garden, which I love to get out. I've done it all before. And my dogs, I can't even go for a walk with them. I can't walk down the end of the field. And I'm just more or less waiting, you know, what would I say, semi-invalided like.
Unfortunately, I must record very little progress to date on Catherine Chundy's case. I've made representation to the Minister, I've made representation to the hospital, representation has even been made to the Taoiseach, and unfortunately we get the same story back each time.
The problem is there are 800 patients awaiting heart surgery, public patients at the Mater Hospital. They are only doing 2 operations per day because there are not enough beds. I am now appealing to the Minister, because there is a need for an urgent solution, that 120 of these worst patients would be referred either to the Mater or the Blackrock private hospital and treated as private patients at the government's expense. Some patients have died, and more will die, I'm advised by the doctors, unless the Minister makes an urgent initiative now.
While the allegations and suggestions of Ivan Yates were gathering media speed this afternoon, the Minister for Health was at the launch of a book on health policy. He didn't agree with Mr Yates's call for the private hospitals to be paid for treating public heart patients, or Mr Yates's claim that the extra beds funded in the Mater wouldn't be ready until after Christmas.
I made a statement on that last week, and I have nothing to add to my statement. As I say, I met the consultants last week. We discussed the issue. We had a very constructive meeting, and we have in place to deal with the immediate problem and also to look at the problem as it will develop, because it's a changing situation all the time.
On the overall claim that the waiting lists were too long and getting longer, Dr O'Hanlon said the problem was complex and a total evaluation was taking place.
There are waiting lists in all countries. In fact, we perform more open heart surgery procedures here per 1,000 of the population than they do in England and Wales. Also, there's a larger waiting list in Northern Ireland than there is here, even though there's only half the population.